My name is Radko Lovrich and I'm the coach for the Australian national side in Minifootball. We're currently in Tunisia for 10 days for the Minifootball World Cup. So we're hoping to get out of the group, which is a group of death. We've got France, Australia and Czech Republic. It's going to be a very, very tough group to get out of, but we really do hope to do our best and get out of the group. So the boys have been preparing well. Back in Australia we've had about 6 training sessions just in regards to how we will play in Tunisia, in regards to our shape, structure, in transition. So the mini football is very new to Australia, but I think the boys have adapted well in regards to the different dynamic and how they have to play. So the preparations, they have been good. Our first game was against Argentina. Once again, knowing they're a South American side, we knew that they were going to be very hard to break down, which they played very direct once again in a very physical game, which I believe we matched. The end result was 5-1, and it was due to our boys having very good discipline defensively. When we moved forward, we looked very dangerous on the counter-attack and throughout our phases, linking up with the forwards. And after analysing the game, I think everybody was really happy in regards to personal performances and the way we defended and moved the ball as well. The second game against Czech Republic, we knew we were up against one of the giants in the mini football game. So the expectations were for us to play our game, try to maintain possession and see how we can break them down, because we knew they were very dangerous on the ball. The result was 5-1, which we lost. And to be fair, it was very reasonable because they were an amazing side, very intelligent players. The way they moved the ball in the second half, when we pressed them a bit higher, they didn't have as much space or room to obviously play their game, and we got them on the back foot. But by then, I think they were more looking to maintain possession, because by then the game was pretty much finished. The France game was another difficult game that we had. We knew going into this game that we needed a point to go through our group stages, a draw or a win. We knew getting a point was going to get us to the last 16. We were very disciplined how we played the game and how we approached it. They played their top man, which was a very big, solid unit. They held the ball off. 2 of their wingers were very quick, so we were well aware of that. So we based our game plan on how to close them down, which in all honesty I think we've done very well. There was a lot of the times that we broke through their lines, but I think the mentality was that if we do get a draw, we go through. So I think the boys were sort of very aware of making sure that we don't move forward too quick and leave gaps, so we were congesting the sort of the back end of our game. At the end it was a draw 3-3. When we made it through into the last 16, we came up against Bosnia. For us going into this game, we really had to analyse their game and how they played. We went up 2-0, but in the last moments when they changed their goalkeeper into a player, which our awareness to that was very new. We went into the extra time 3-2 up. Then came the second half of the extra time. Basically 1 minute to go, they got a good strike, basically got a nice goal, and we had to go to penalties. They were just very, very nervous because it was a very intense moment. The stadium was packed, and basically we're thinking to ourselves, now's the time that it's now or never. If they miss, we go through. It becomes a historic moment. And by that time, one of the Bosnian guys stepped up, and I think he was really nervous and he looked really nervous. The boys were all together on the sideline, on the pitch, and basically the Bosnian guy missed, and we all went crazy, celebrated. We created history in this moment. I think our president, Miguel, was running up from the VIP area, going completely mad. We had to prepare them mentally, we had to prepare them physically for the battle that they were going into against a Spanish side that I think are very, very good. The way they play, the way they move the ball. But looking back at the match, it was 0-0, and I think it could have been the 6th or the 7th minute. And his Chavin, open goal, and just wasn't his day. The ball went towards the left, which meant that we were still 0-0. It could be the mental sort of stress that the boys have been going through, but the ball wasn't going in the net. Then we come to some personal mistakes from our boys, and I think a lot of the boys then put their heads down. So basically we went down 2-0 to Spain, which wasn't a very good feeling. So we did get back into the game. It was 2-2 in the final whistle. But I think at the end it proved to be just too good on the day, and that was basically it. We went out of the competition. I think we've learned a lot in regards to developing players, developing our game, and also in the way that we do that. I think that this experience has brought knowledge and wisdom to everybody. We were able to analyze all these games, but besides that, we were able to meet all these great coaches and speak to them in regards to their philosophy and their ways and the way that they play, and as to why they do certain things. So we were also here gaining the knowledge and experience from people that have been there for the last 10 years doing it, and doing it at a top level. So basically it's now up to us how we grow the mini football in Australia with all the knowledge that we bring back.